4. Statements versus propositions. Henceforth, by logic I mean deductive logic. Logic investigates inferences in terms of the arguments that represent them. Recall that an argument is a collection of statements, declarative sentences, one of which is designated as the conclusion, and the remainder of which are designated as the premises. Also recall that usually in an argument the premises are offered to support or justify the conclusions. Statements, and sentences in general, are linguistic objects, like words. They consist of string sequences of sounds spoken language or strings of symbols written language. Statements must be carefully distinguished from the propositions they express assert when they are uttered. Intuitively, statements stand in the same relation to propositions as nouns stand to the objects they denote. Just as the word water denotes a substance that is liquid under normal circumstances, the sentence statement water is wet denotes the proposition that water is wet. Equivalently, the sentence denotes the state of affairs, the wetness of water. The difference between the 5-letter word water in English and the liquid substance it denotes should be obvious enough, and no one is apt to confuse the word and the substance. Whereas water consists of letters, water consists of molecules. The distinction between a statement and the proposition it expresses is very much like the distinction between the word water and the substance water. There is another difference between statements and propositions. Whereas statements are always part of a particular language, for example, English, propositions are not peculiar to any particular language in which they might be expressed. Thus, for example, the following are different statements in different languages, yet they all express the same proposition, namely, the whiteness of snow. Snow is white. Der Schnee ist weiß. La neige est blanche. In this case, quite clearly different sentences may be used to express the same proposition. The opposite can also happen. The same sentence may be used in different contexts, or under different circumstances, to express different propositions, to denote different states of affairs. For example, the statement I am hungry expresses a different proposition for each person who utters it. When I utter it, the proposition expressed pertains to my stomach. When you utter it, the proposition pertains to your stomach. When the president utters it, the proposition pertains to his/her stomach.